So what I did was I used the bank line of credit, and I used that as the $150,000 down payment on the seller finance note.
Damn. Okay, so got you. So technically no money out of down even on that deal.
Oh yeah, all my deals no money down. All of them. I don't go in my pocket for nothing. I use the bank money.
So when people hear this, right, a lot of people think that no money down is either a scam or you doing something weird. Why do you believe most people are still stuck in the traditional mindset? If I'm not putting 20% down, 10% down, even 5% down, I can't get a house or I can't get a property.
It's education, and then it's throwing conversations like this out the window when they hear it, as opposed to really listening and maybe even asking some questions for clarity and understanding. You know what I'm saying? They just, no, you can't do that. Man,
Welcome
time.
to the H-time, man.
Man, I had to come now before it get Augusty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you don't want to be here in no August, bro.
No.
It's not a good look, you know what I'm saying? So what brought you down to Houston?
Man, I came down here because Najee Barnes, he actually invited me to speak at the game day event portion of the Texas Black Expo. So that's why I'm down here.
So you speaking?
Yeah.
What you speaking on?
So you know, he ain't necessarily told me. He said, man, Los, you got a wide array of things you can talk about, man. So I just need you to be in the investment space. You may talk about credit. You may talk about some of your deals. You may talk. So I ain't really, you know, for me, I should have had them send the questions in.
Yeah.
And so I can go over and then I can send them back. Hey man, I need a bowl of blue M&Ms or something, you know.
So tell me this. I know you know, I met you from credit. You know what I'm saying? What got you into that space and said, you know what, let me figure out a way to master this particular arena?
It started from real estate.
Okay.
So I started when I was in real estate when I was 17 years old.
Okay.
I worked for a real estate investor by the name of Guy Williams. I was his assistant for like 2.5 years, you know, and he showed me everything literally about buying real estate from an investment perspective. And as I was doing like paperwork for him and that sort, you know, I used to see a whole lot of contracts and the buyer and the sellers was entities. So I used to try to like, damn, well, how is this company buying this and that? So it kind of, you know, started the inquisitiveness, right?
Gotcha.
And then I asked him some questions and then, you know, I ain't really care for his answer, you know what I'm saying? So I went and figured it out myself. So that started me reading about corporations and LLCs and all of that type of stuff. So that's where it originated from.
Gotcha. So, yeah, because it's not that many people that I know personally that know a lot about, as much as you do, about corporations, law, credit, how all of those things intertwine, how they work. So when you talking to lawyers, what are those conversations like when you talking to professionals on real estate deals, whatever you may be dealing with, knowing that it's a high possibility? I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't even think a lot of lawyers know as much about that kind of stuff as you do.
Now, a lot of them don't. So, no, we was just talking about our team, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, so my first attorney, you know, when I went and recruited him, he ain't know nothing about no creative deals and fucking wholesaling or any of that. So we had to train him and so forth, show him how to do it, what this mean. Like, I'm fucking training an attorney about contract assignment. Like,
wow.
Like, this an attorney. So, you know, so then, you know, when we did that, he was like, oh, this is exciting. I like this. So, you know, we shooting all the deals with him. So then I just started opening them up, warming them up to other things in law. And since, you know, we had a great, I would say, success with me showing them assignments and things of that sort, he been a little more open to some of the other law concepts that I be having. So when I'm dealing with another attorney that don't necessarily like what I'm talking about the way I'm talking, I just communicated with my attorney and then let him communicate it. Because attorneys respect attorneys. They don't respect people like me who think they know the law. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? That's so dope. So tell me this though, because that's a genius concept. And this is a gem for anybody who is listening right now. Because a lot of times, right, when you knowledgeable about something, you want to show that you knowledgeable about something. And you sometimes get into a space where you want to prove that you got this figured out. But you said you don't even go to them like that. You go through somebody else, let them take the credit, even if it's still your idea, just to get the deal done. How do you remove that ego component in order to focus more so on getting the overall objective, you know what I mean, done?
for me, ego thing was easy for me to check, man, because of the type of wife I got. You know what I'm saying? So my wife go harder than most men in any space. I don't care what we talking about. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So for me, always being confident in what I do and what I bring to the table, it was easy for me to check my ego because I know I'm great. You know what I'm saying? My girl great. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of was like the first path of me checking my ego. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then over time, I just got good at checking my ego because at the end of the day, what is it? And when we look at ego and what it typically does, that be the shit that kill the deals. That be the shit that clog the communication. That be the problem. So for me, is man, put that ego in the back pocket. You know what I'm saying? Sit on that. And then we can have whatever that thing is in the forefront, and don't let the ego and pride be, stopping us from getting to the destination. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's a gem. I hope everybody's paying attention to that because, it's funny. I was talking to a seller, and the seller was kind of educating me on Third Ward, right? Because, I'm getting ready. I'm looking to pick up a property at Third Ward. She educated me on all of the different things. A lot of stuff that I already know. You understand what I'm saying? And she did drop a couple gems on me that I didn't know, but for the most part, the most important stuff I still knew, and I still allowed her to have her moment, right? To shine. And it was funny because somebody else listened to the call and kind of was like, yo, like, why was she telling you all this when you already knew it, and why you didn't stop her? And I was just breaking down to a lot of times it ain't about, like showing somebody what you know. Sometimes it's about having a conversation and building with a person despite all of that, and putting your ego to the side, and and just looking at the situation like, number one, I may fuck around and learn something.
Because let's say if I cut off right now, no, I know that already. Then now another thing, they're like, oh, okay. And now they probably don't even want to share with you no more.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And you may miss the real gem that you were supposed to get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what have you noticed from a business perspective? Does that help you, I guess, achieve some of the things that you achieve? Because I remember you was just talking earlier about another deal where you was talking about letting your wife present or letting somebody else present. What makes you say, you know what, I'm gonna remove myself from this opportunity, let somebody else jump in?
So, I mean, it ain't no shame. I'm from the street. I've been in penitentiary 4 times. That was always my position. I always was in the background. I was the puppeteer. I used to put the play together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm comfortable with, letting somebody else do their thing. They bring the money back to me.
That's it.
It don't matter if Candace go close the deal. When we get that deed, nigga, it's our property now. You know what I'm saying? If she go close that deal, whatever that check come, it's our check now. So no, for me, as long as the end justify the means. So if she goes speak and the deal work, the deal work. If I go speak and the deal work, the deal work. If one of my team members go speak and the deal work, the deal work. Like, I don't care how it gets done, as long as it gets done. Man,
love it. So what are you looking forward to now? I saw that you got a couple developments. You done bought some stuff. What got you excited? Like, yo, I'm finna kill this new space. You know what I mean? Where you at with that?
Man, it's just, like I said, I've been doing this real estate thing since I was 17.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like just a natural level up. I started off wholesaling, then went to holding and fixing and flipping, and then getting into multifamily. So now it's time to build multifamily. You know what I'm saying? But it for me, it's just a natural progression of real estate, the real estate cycle that I've been in. It ain't motivated by you doing build to rent or he doing this or that. It's just me looking at my career, what I've accomplished, and what is the next challenge for me. Because I know that residential, I got that sealed.
Yeah.
When it comes to this multifamily, I'm doing pretty good in that. I wouldn't say I'm as comfortable with it as I am with residential.
Yeah.
But I am. I've been owning some commercial for about 4 years now. Mm-hmm. So now it's just time to do something different.
So I saw the deal that you just picked up. You bought that one somewhat creatively because you was able to put. I think you put it was seller. Was it seller finance? How did you wrap that deal up? So that wasn't the last deal. The seller finance deal was a couple of deals prior. But yeah, purchase price was $750. The ARV is like 1.6. So how do you find a deal like that, bro? That is crazy. So you got it $750, ARV 1.6. So Well, how did you find that deal, and how you put that together?
Man, it came from. So again, I keep going back to this because it means something to us. I've been in this game since I was 17 years old. Candace's been in this since she was 19.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Deals just come to us because we've been in the game so long. Like, hey man, let me hit them up. They probably want this. So one of the brokers that we deal with in Chicago, it was a pocket listing. You know what I'm saying? So she hit us before she took it to market, and then I was talking to her about it. You know, the realtor don't want you to sell or finance a deal. You know what I'm saying? But I told her, like, this is the only way that it's gonna make sense for us. And I've been doing real estate a long time. If y'all go with somebody else, y'all gonna have the same problem. It's gonna be hard for it to make sense for somebody else. So you might as well just do the deal with me.
Facts.
And so she took me to the seller, let me have my conversation with the seller directly, and we was able to get that seller finance.
That's dope. You know, that's so important, bro. Having a conversation direct to seller. You know, I really believe that a lot of realtors, especially when they're working with investors, would probably figure out a way to they would make more money if they allowed the investor to talk directly to the seller.
They would. Why
do you think some realtors don't subscribe to that, or they're afraid of that? You know,
it's just lack of education. You know what I'm saying? Most realtors don't really have the knowledge of dealing with an investor. And then an investor that really operate at a high level and do creative deals. Most people don't understand creative deals. So quite naturally, it just makes sense to say no. Then if they don't understand how that commission going to work out at the end, no, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it boiled down to.
Straight up, let me get my bag right. That is hilarious. So, man, here's the thing. I know that you, Candace, are like, power couple. You know what I mean?
Lights off right now, but,
So how does that dynamic typically work, being that she's such a powerful entity in her own right? You a powerful entity in your own right. Y'all stay traveling, y'all stay, doing retreats. How do y'all maintain relationship, right? Where it's, it's harmonious, but at the same time, you literally got two bosses at the helm. How does that work?
So we only got one boss, right?
Okay.
And that's me.
Right? Is that you?
Yeah. Yeah. So, but when it's time for us to delegate powers and duties, now she going to be the boss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when we sit here talking, it's time to put our play together. She gonna delegate and go talk to this person. She doing the boss shit then.
Yeah.
But when it's just she and I, we kind of figuring it out. And I take my delegated tasks and I'm the boss of those. She take her delegated tasks and I'm the boss of those, and she the boss of those. But when we in the mix together, I'm the boss.
I can dig it. So, and she ain't got no problem with that.
She ain't got no problem with that.
And so, how did it take us some time to establish that? You know what I'm saying?
It did. It did. But it was in that first year. Like I said, Candace always been a boss, so she always had her own thing. When I met her, she had her own office and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, it was just me, providing my value, showing what I do. I already own real estate, came to the game with that and all that. She had hers. Now, I ain't had no office, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think that more women wouldn't mind following if the guy that they dealt with showed the ability to lead. You know what I'm saying? So for me, when we first started out, she was saying what she do, sharing what I do, and then once she see what I do the way that I do it, it makes a person a little more comfortable. Say, okay, I can listen to him.
Yeah.
Okay, I can rock with that. The last guy that she dealt with, she wore the pants in the relationship.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see that easy.
So, for her and I, in the beginning, it was a struggle. Look, I ain't that little nigga you been dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's get this together.
Yeah, but, we got it together. She checked herself. I ain't going to say I checked her. She checked herself. And we've been good ever since.
So it was like self-awareness more so.
Yeah, but, I had to put her in her place a little bit because it was out of habit. You know what I'm saying? The way that she kind of did some of her things. So, no, break that habit, baby. That ain't what we do over here.
So I know that you said, I remember on BOB, we was talking about, relationships, the masculine energy, feminine energy, and we was also talking about contribution. And you mentioned something about 100%. What was that? What how did y'all get to that space?
Man, it's wild, man, because like I say, I met Candace in February of 2013. In October of that year, we was in business with the business bank accounts and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Commingled funds, access to all and everything.
Yeah.
And I think from there, it just warmed us up to the idea. Like, damn, well, we kind of did this kind of early. I'm waking up, checking the accounts. She waking up, checking the accounts probably. It's all there.
Yeah, it's still up.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, man, I probably can trust this little thing over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Money ain't went nowhere.
Yeah. And then, you know, and for her, she kind of said the same thing. Like, you know, the last person she dealt with, money burnt. You know what I'm saying? Holes in his pocket. He'd make $20,000 and spent $19,500. You know what I'm saying? So for me, you know, I'm the type, I could walk out with $25,000 in my pocket today and go in the house with $25,000.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna spend a crumb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that, you know, she's seeing that type of discipline with money. Wasn't nothing coming up missing. Wasn't no.
So y'all still share accounts?
Man, we still share accounts. Like, you know, now she definitely got a Candace Payne account.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I got a Carlos account, but yeah, we go hard for like, again, you know. If we think about it, and if you giving 50% and I'm giving 50%, where that other 50 going? You know what I'm saying? Where is it at? So for us in our relationship, man, we got to bring that whole 100% to the table. You know what I'm saying?
Every time.
That's 100% of our energy. That's 100% of our efforts. That's 100% of our money. That's 100% of our love. That's 100% of us in this relationship. And when I look at what we do, and I hear all the talk on Clubhouse and on Instagram and all these reels and everybody that do they 50-50. Shit, we doing a whole lot better than them 50-50s, and I think it's because we do 100-100.
100-100. Hey, I can dig it. Man, well, look, man, I sure appreciate you coming through, man. So what's next, man? What's next on the horizon for you and the wifey? What y'all looking forward to the most right now?
Man, you know, we've been like recording courses and stuff, man, because so many people asking for our real estate perspective and so forth. We kind of almost finished with all of that. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of doubling down more on the retreats. I like combining education with travel or training with travel, so we can write it off as 100% business expense.
Absolutely.
So I'm really digging more into that. I'm loving what's been coming of that. We'll be in Colombia, in Cartagena, Colombia, August the 17th through the 22nd, doing our next retreat.
For like business credit?
So what I do is on these retreats, I kind of show some high-level ways of acquiring and using business credit to do like the deal I just showed you with that $150,000 down and so forth, so you can get into some of these larger deals. Or maybe you want to scale your rental business. Maybe you want to go from 4 rentals to 8 rentals.
Wait a minute. You said
like.
Something, though. So you use the debt coverage ratio for that 150 down?
So what I did was I used the bank line of credit. And I use that as the $150,000 down payment on the seller finance note.
Damn. So got you. So you was technically no money out of down even on that deal.
Oh yeah, all my deals no money down. All of them. I don't go in my pocket for nothing. I use the bank money.
So why? Okay, so when people hear this, right? A lot of people think that no money down is either a scam or you doing something weird. Why do you believe most people are still stuck in the traditional mindset? If I'm not putting 20% down, 10% down, even 5% down, I can't get a house or I can't get a property.
It's education, and then it's throwing conversations like this out the window when they hear it, as opposed to really listening and maybe even asking some questions for clarity and understanding. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They just, no, you can't do that. Oh, okay. It's funny how I did that 22 times, but you know what I'm saying? So that's really what it boiled down to, some education.
Nice. So Colombia is up next. What else we got popping in the horizon for us, you know, trips and things of that nature?
Trips, man, you know, the world is our playground, man. Wherever our time allows us to go, man, that's where we're going to go. You know, I'm supposed to be in Bali next week, but a real close friend of mine passed away, so I ain't gonna be able to go to that one. But yeah, we'd have been in Bali next week. My birthday in June 7th. I typically go somewhere for my birthday, so I was gonna be in Bali, come back for a couple of days, and then go somewhere else. So
nice.
I figure it out. But as far as on the horizons, business wise, we are doing some developments. We've been working with the Cook County Land Bank. They got us some amazing plots of land in the gentrifying area of the city.
Nice.
We working with the city of Chicago right now currently to build on some other land that's owned by the city of Chicago in the same area. So right now I got a commercial lot. I'll be doing a mixed use. That's where Smoothie RX would be in that one. And then I'm doing like 4 apartments on the top. It's a small commercial. And then the plot that we're working on with the city, actually working with Casey, and we looking to do like 80 to 100 units.
Wow.
All affordable, right there in the city.
All affordable housing.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have I need to come check out this Smoothie RX, man.
You got to.
I'm literally, next time I'm in Chicago, I'm definitely gonna check out that Smoothie RX.
It's downtown. It ain't in the hood. You ain't got to worry about sliding past the O or nothing. It's downtown in the touristy
like
district.
the old block.
Hey, we laugh about that. I got a short-term rental.
Mm-hmm.
The guests are always asking, how far is the property from O Block? I want to go see the King Von mural. Like, Becky Samuels, you do not want to go over there, sweetheart. That's
like
not
you
for you.
Leave that alone.
Yeah, leave that alone.
Yeah.
But no, they didn't turn that shit to a tourist attraction. It's crazy.
Wow.
The hood,
the hood itself is like a tourist attraction.
It is. Not like. It is. Any given time, you see some white people riding past, out, sitting over, standing by the picture.
Like they on their tourist game.
You got people been in Chicago their whole life, don't go over there.
Yeah. But they going by just to go check it out and see what oh my God. That is crazy. But I can see that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, when you go like to the zoo or something, it's like you want to go.
Yeah, perfect example. Perfect example. The zoo. Perfect example.
You want to go and check out how these people doing it over here. That is crazy. Man, I appreciate it, man. Good luck on the expo. You know what I mean? Where people can find you if they need to get in touch with you.
Man, you can find me on Instagram at Business Credit Mentor. You can check me out at my digital business card at los10k.com. That's LOS10k.com.